Overwatch 2 at BlizzCon 2019. What the hell is this game going to have? Now, the question is, guys, and we're going to answer it in this video, what are the most requested features for a new Overwatch game, if in fact that is actually what we get? Now, as far as we're aware, there has been a leak, people saying that internally Overwatch 2 is a thing, and it's apparently a PvE-focused game. Now, whether it is straight up Overwatch 2, whether it is just Overwatch 2.0, that kind of plugs into the original Overwatch, we don't know, but we do know these leaks are pretty solid, and it means that something huge is being worked on. And Jeff has been teasing us. If you go back and you watch various clips of Jeff, you'll see when he says things like, yeah, you know, you guys will see what we've been working on. It'll all be made clear, etc, etc. He also says things like, well, to make a completely single player experience, it would take a whole new team. Well, maybe that's what Blizzard have got, a whole new team. We just don't know. Anyway, what I've done for this video is I've got together all of the stuff the community have been asking for. I've thrown in some things that I think will make the game better, and we're kind of approaching this from the point of view of an Overwatch 2. It's a complete clean slate. What would you do if you were Blizzard? Okay, all right, let's get stuck into this. Overwatch story mode. This is missions, this is campaigns, it's major story arcs, it's just absolutely everything. It's a beautiful, beautiful excuse, well, not excuse, but opportunity to flesh out the backstory of all the heroes in the game, giving us new heroes as well. New stories could actually be incredible. Overwatch has had actually terrible lore development. It has been so bad. It is so slow. It's all over the place. We don't know what's going on. Hang on a minute. What's that? A Blizzard PR representative in the background? Oh yeah, sure. No, Overwatch has got a lot of lore, because you know what, guys, it actually has. The thing is, it's all over the place. It's so disjointed. We don't know what's going on. I mean, when we look at the recent hero launch, yeah, it's cool. It's fine. It's great. You look at I guess Maximilian. This is actually a better example. You look at the Maximilian stuff from Storm Rising. Okay, we get a bit of lore there. This is cool. He's talking about Doomfist. Yeah, he can tell Overwatch where Doomfist is and all this stuff. And then it ends. And it's like, okay, with a little bit of a teaser. Talking about, I think it was Taiwan. Maybe I've got confused. I think it was Taiwan. And or it might have been Thailand. I'm not sure. And then it takes Michael Chu to come out on Twitter and go, oh, actually, that was the Doomfist anime-style short that we made last year. That's the bit that this leads on to. So it's like, hold on a minute. So you want us to go back and, well, I say last year, Doomfist was the year before, wasn't he? So, I mean, what the hell? That is all over the place. I'm getting confused, and I'm a die-hard fan of Overwatch. It's terrible. It's all over the place. So what Blizzard could do with an Overwatch 2 is hit the ground running, giving us massive story development, giving us full story modes, giving us in-game like world story development. It is literally beautiful. It is the sky's the limit, and this is by far the biggest request from the community. Players want PvE. They want missions. They want story. That's what they want. What about a new faction? Now, I think this is a really cool idea. So right now, we've got Talon, we've got Overwatch, and that's basically it. Yes, throughout the history, we had Blackwatch and other organizations like that, but right now, it's essentially Talon and Overwatch, and that's kind of it. And then we get some random agents who are not really part of anything. Well, I guess you could say Farah, she's part of Helix Securities. Well, that's a faction, right? So maybe there could be an entire development of that. What about the Omnics? What about the Omniums that are still rolling around, apparently? What about those? You know, what about the things going on off the coast of Korea? So there's a lot of stuff going on here. But Overwatch, or the team, what they could do is introduce a completely new faction. So I think it'd be super cool that if this Overwatch 2 launches at BlizzCon, it launches with the introduction of a major new faction, but also with maybe 3 or 4 heroes just suddenly drop, and they're the leaders of this faction. And it's like, oh my god, what is going on? Then we get a ton of story to kick it all off. That could be actually incredible. Fix competitive. All right, okay. We've been down this path before. If you guys have followed me for any number of years, you will know that yes, we've moaned about competitive. There are a lot of problems, right? I think we need new rewards, or maybe we just get rid of the rewards altogether. We know Jeff don't like the golden weapons, and let's be honest, golden weapons are kind of a bit bad. New incentives to play. What about role queue? What about separate SRQs? Yeah, I could literally make an entire video on this, so I'm going to come off it now. But yeah, fix competitive. I mean, I guess there is scope to fix competitive before BlizzCon, and maybe that will happen. But yeah, I don't know. I think the whole competitive system really needs looking at, because we are sick to death of losing games on Hero Select, which is absolutely crushing. Tournament system in the game. Oh my god, I really want this. I really, really want this. Can you imagine how cool it would be? And you know what this would do as well? Promote team play, where you just have like StarCraft 2 style tournaments. So every week you have like a master tournament. And okay, it happens loads of times because there's tons of players. And all the master players just get together. You can form a little group if you're in masters. You got 6 players. You go into the tournament. It randomly puts you against 6 other teams. And you just kind of go through a knockout. That would be super cool. I think that would actually be super cool. You could do it for every rank as well. You could have bronze, silver. You could literally, it would be beautiful. That would be an awesome system. But not only that, giving us the ability to run tournaments in the game ourselves, I think it'd be really cool because you could set up community tournaments very easily. That'd be amazing. So yeah, I'd really like to see that tournament system in the game. Guilds and clans. Okay, this is another huge thing that has been asked for years and years and years. And what Blizzard have said about this is, yeah, no, we like the idea of this. However, we'd prefer it if you guys had a big guild or clan that spread across Battle.net. So all of your friends that play all of the Blizzard games, they can all play together and like talk to each other and all of that stuff. But then it never really happened. I don't care about that. I want to see a guild, watch point, clan system, whatever you want to call it, inside Overwatch. Because you know what this would do? It would give you a social place to meet in game, and that would be incredible in Overwatch. Because all we've got right now, random custom games. Okay, cool. We've got the workshop. Okay, that's cool as well. And by the way, there are some fun workshop modes, which is what's kind of given me this idea, where you can go into these like chill, I think they're called chill or kill, that's the game mode I believe. You can just sort of go in there and it's really weird, like you can talk to people, it's like another way of experiencing Overwatch. But it made me realise actually this is a really social thing, so why don't Blizzard give us the tools to do that? I mean, imagine if you had a big unit lost guild or watchpoint. I think watchpoint is a really cool name for this, and it was sort of like a big base and you could get upgrades to the base, you know, maybe cosmetic things. If you've got like a top 500 player in your clan, then they've got like you get like a fancy sort of diamond thing, something made of diamonds. I don't know. The sky's the limit with this, like a big statue of a top 500 thing, stuff like that. But not only that, maybe you've got people who get to like level 3000. So it's like, oh my God, this person's got loads of stuff. So he unlocks something which then can be put into your base. That is really cool to me. But just having somewhere to meet, I think would be incredible in the game, because we don't really have that at the moment, and we kind of have to go outside of the game. So yeah, I really, really would like to see a system like that. New game modes. All right, okay, so the official game modes, they're a bit stale, right? That's not to say they're bad. 2CP is bad. I absolutely hate 2CP, but there are some changes that are coming in for 2CP to make it less snowbally, but it's still 2CP, and it's still mega frustrating. But I think the big problem with 2CP is it requires coordination, because you have to go in and win a fight decisively to capture a point. Now, that's difficult when people are all playing random roles, random heroes, and you don't know what your team comp's going to be, or people are playing heroes that they can't really play as well as their main or primary heroes. It causes a lot of problems. So that's something that role queue would fix. So I don't think 2CP is a complete write-off, but right now, yeah, it's not the best. But anyway, I'd like to see new game modes. You know, what about a crazy tug of war game mode? What about some sort of like base assault game mode where you sort of have to destroy the enemies? I don't know. I literally don't know. But something new to freshen up what we've got. I mean, all the game modes are pretty cool, like I said, apart from like 2CP, which is a bit, yeah. But I think that can be solved fixing other problems. What about a dynamic world? Now, I really, really, really like this. And hey, we've actually got this already in Overwatch, although it's not very dynamic. So you guys remember when Efi came onto the scene and she built Orisa to defend against Doomfist, who smashed the hell out of the Numbani Adaway International Airport. That's right. Now, he did this back in 2017. It is now 2019. The airport has still not been fixed. However, it was really cool that they altered the map with all of the debris, with all the destruction in the spawn inside the airport. It makes the game feel alive. It connects the lore to the player and the lore to the game, and that makes it actually incredible. The thing is, though, well, it was 2 years ago, and why they not fix the airport and what the hell is going on? That is honestly the only major example of them editing maps to tell the story. Now, they've done it in other places. They did this on why is it just totally gone out of my head? But Hanamura, there we go. They did it on Hanamura. So there are like Genji Shuriken impacts and stuff like that, and I think Hands of Arrow impacts, which came after the cinematic was released. That's cool and it's super, but I wish they would do more with this. And Overwatch 2 could be a beautiful like excuse to do that, where you could come in and you could start changing the world. Imagine if there's a story theme running through the game. Maybe some sort of disaster is I mean, it's typical Blizzard story, right? And there'll be some sort of major disaster which is happening, but maybe this results in parts of maps getting blown up. I'm not saying alter the flow of the map and alter the gameplay of the map, but alter the visuals around the map. You know, imagine Volskaya Industries. Imagine if the massive robots got like destroyed, or there was some sort of attack on Volskaya. That would be really cool. Honestly, that would be super cool. Or the mecha base, Diva's mecha base. Maybe the Kaju or the Kaiju from the sea smash the bloody, I don't know, the base up a bit, so we get to see different sorts of damage all over the base. Again, not editing the map, not like blowing sections out of the map, but that would be really cool to me, and I hope they do something like that for Overwatch 2. See, the thing is, guys, the more I think about this, Overwatch 2 actually sounds like a pretty good idea. At first, I was like, oh, this is so bad. You can't bring out Overwatch 2. What about all these problems with Overwatch 1? You've got to be joking me, Blizz. Like, what the hell is going on? But the thing is, I think it gives them a chance to solve a ton of deep-rooted problems that Overwatch has. And we all know the game's got loads of problems. The game does a lot of things right as well. Often as players, we like to focus on the negatives and the bad stuff. But that's just because we want a better game. And you can't really blame us for that. I mean, but surely Blizzard, they can't really shut down Overwatch 1, right? And then just go, here's Overwatch 2. Then they're not really that mad, are they? Like, they're not just going to go, Overwatch 2, guys, forget about Overwatch 1. We can't see that happening. I mean, that just seems crazy. I think, honestly, the safe money, if I had to bet, if you had to say, Sty, right, you've got to put 20 quid on this. And by the way, 20 quid is a lot of money. That's about $40 probably. Well, it's probably about $35 or something like that. That's a lot of money, right? And you're like, well, what are you going to bet on, Sty? Okay, so what I think is we're going to get Overwatch 2.0. And what this will be is a major expansion launch at BlizzCon, which is PvE, and it'll have other improvements as well. Maybe it'll have a bunch of heroes that launch with it, possibly a new faction, and this just plugs straight into Overwatch 1.0, which is basically the PvP version of Overwatch, so that really won't change. Then this gives Blizzard 2 different games in the same game. It would let you balance for PvE, it would let you balance for PvP. That would be super cool, because then it means you won't have balance issues of going, this can be easily abusable in a PvE environment, because we've just taken it from PvP, or vice versa. That is really, really cool. So I guess the question's over to you guys. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see Overwatch 2? Do you think we're going to see an expansion? Do you think this is just not, it's just going to be called Overwatch and it literally is an expansion and that's it? If it is Overwatch 2, would you guys be shocked? I think the more I think about this, the less kind of shocked I would be now. Yeah, it's really cool to think about this though. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you guys enjoyed the video, then like the video. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @Stylosa. You can follow me on Instagram as well, which is @Stylosa. And I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.